If you've ever thought about something right before you fell asleep and then you notice that you dreamed about it, maybe you even had a really intense dream where you woke up feeling a little bit confused because you're like, wait, that felt so real. And this is actually quite common. Whatever you think about right before you fall asleep, it's likely that you'll dream about it. And while you're sleeping is when your subconscious mind is basically most active. So if you're trying to get your subconscious mind to be on board with something, the best thing that you can do is to think about it right before you fall asleep. And the reason that you tend to dream about whatever you were just thinking about right before you fall asleep is because that's the most recent thing that's happened. But you can actually be very intentional with this. You can purposely think about the things that you want to manifest right before you fall asleep. And what you're doing is you're setting the intention of changing your subconscious mind to believe whatever you want it to believe and to get your subconscious mind on board with whatever you want to manifest. Your intentions matter, and that's why it's so important to be intentional with the things that you're thinking about right before you fall asleep. But like most people, if you haven't been very intentional with what you're thinking about right before bed, maybe you have a bad habit of thinking about all of the negative things, of replaying all of the negative events, or thinking about things that make you feel sad. What you're actually doing is you're training your mind, your subconscious mind, to just dwell on all of the negative things. And then if you have dreams about it, or even if you don't dream about it, it's going to negatively affect your self-identity because most of your decisions are made by your subconscious mind. So whatever your subconscious mind believes is going to translate directly to your reality. So if you want to make big changes in your life easily and effortlessly, the best thing that you can do is to influence your subconscious mind by thinking about the things that you want to manifest right before bed. And even if you don't think about the things that you want to manifest specifically, it's better to have positive thoughts about yourself, about your identity right before you fall asleep versus thinking about all of the negative things in your past or all of the worries and stresses that you have about your future, because you're just feeding those narratives and you're making it bigger and you're making it grow. Whereas if you focus on all the positive things, all the things that you're grateful for, all the things that you are excited to manifest into your life, then again, what you're doing is you're feeding the positivity and you're basically getting your subconscious mind to believe in all of these positive ideas and thoughts about yourself and who you are as a person, and you're allowing that identity to take over and to grow. So a super fun technique that you can do is as you're laying in bed, as you're about to fall asleep, you can imagine that you're actually laying in bed and about to fall asleep in the reality that you're trying to manifest. So as you lay there and you're sort of feeling your blanket and your pillow and your bed and your sleeping situation and arrangement, and you're in your room in your current reality, because your eyes are closed, it's super easy for you to imagine that you're actually in the reality that you want, the reality that you are trying to manifest. And then you can think about how it would feel to be laying in bed about to go to sleep, but with everything that you have been trying to manifest, you already have it. You've already manifested everything that you want. And how would that feel if you were going to bed and going to sleep in that situation, in that reality? Maybe you could think about what your bedroom would look like. Maybe you can think about in the morning when you wake up, what would the view from your window look like? What would the curtains look like? What would be in your room? What would your room look like, your new room? And who would be there next to you? Maybe if you're trying to manifest your soulmate, you could think about who would be laying next to you, and maybe what would it feel like to be laying next to them, and what would it look like, what would it smell like. And maybe you can even think about your morning routine when you wake up in this new reality. What would be the first thing that you see when you open your eyes, and what would you do? Would you go open really big curtains and look out on the view? Maybe you've always dreamed of having a sea view or a mountain view. The more detail you can make this, the easier it's going to make it for you to kind of from your current reality into this new identity, into this new reality. And because you're doing it right before you go to bed, and it's when your subconscious mind is very susceptible to whatever information that you feed it. So if you're thinking about this right before you go to bed, then it's going to make it even stronger. So if you're struggling with rethinking about negative thoughts or negative events at night right before bed, make sure you try this technique out and basically try to completely reverse that and think about positive things right before bed, or think about things that you want to manifest right before bed. And one thing that you can also do to take this to the next level is to actually journal about this. So you can journal about falling asleep and laying in bed and the thoughts that you would have if you were already in the reality that you're trying to manifest. And you could write about all of the things that we discussed in the previous exercise. So if you want, you can rewind and watch that part again and just write about what thoughts you would have, with how it would feel, what it would look like, what would your room look like, what would your window view look like, and journal on all of these things. This is a really good way to get you from your current mode and your current energy and to shift to a completely different and new energy and vibration, basically stepping into a different identity and stepping into a different reality. And this is actually really fun to journal on as well. But more than that, it's going to be very helpful to get you out of your current reality and into your new reality that you're trying to manifest. And again, when it comes to scripting, you always want to use colorful, descriptive language. And the more you can do that, the better it's going to be. And the more fun and excitement you can have while you're doing this little journaling prompt, the better it's going to be. If you can get yourself to be really excited about this new reality, you can get yourself to be really happy and just very high vibration. It's going to boost your mood. It's going to boost your vibrations. It's going to help you get closer to where you want to be. I've also been thinking lately that I should make like guided meditations. It's something that I've always wanted to do, but I'm just not sure if you guys would be into that. So let me know if you want guided meditation videos, and let me know which kind of guided meditation videos you want. I'm thinking sleep ones, maybe one that's related to all of the things that we talked about in this video, but I'm not sure what you guys are into, so let me know what specifically you would want to see. That's it for today's little video. I hope that you liked it. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!